Have you ever lived this without realizing you're already inside it? You wake up fine, but a message comes in with a strange tone. Someone cuts you off in traffic, or says something that keeps echoing. And that's it. Your body changes, your chest tightens, your mind starts racing, and before you notice, your entire day is no longer yours, as if someone invaded your system and pressed an invisible button. Now let me show you something that might bother you a little. This doesn't last all day. In fact, biologically, it lasts about 90 seconds. The rest is you keeping it alive. You learn to say, "He knows how to get on my nerves. She gets to me. They push my buttons." But look at this more honestly. You are not a remote control. No one has direct access to what you feel. What exists are sensitive points inside you, memories, wounds, unresolved expectations. And when someone touches them, they're not creating the reaction. They're revealing it. What affects you wasn't born in that moment. It was already there. Now comes the part that changes everything. When something irritates you, your brain activates a survival circuit, amygdala, cortisol, adrenaline. Your body goes into alert mode. But this chemical cycle has a duration, about 90 seconds. After that, your body wants to return to balance, but you do something. Almost automatically, you think about it again and again and again. You replay the scene, create dialogues, feed the narrative. It's like a fire alarm going off, and instead of opening a window, you start creating more smoke. And then you say, "I've been angry for 2 hours." But you haven't. You've been recreating anger for 2 hours. Here's a delicate point. You don't react to what happened. You react to the story you told about what happened. He did it on purpose. She doesn't respect me. This always happens to me. See it? These aren't facts. They are interpretations. And your nervous system responds to interpretation as if it were reality. This is the science of consciousness. Your focus directs your internal experience, and over time, it even shapes what you perceive in the world. There is a point, invisible, small, but powerful, between what happens and what you do next. Most people never notice this space. They live reacting. But there is a simple teaching, deep, almost ignored. Be slow to anger. This isn't just moral. It's strategy. It's an invitation to stretch that space. Because it's there that you stop being carried away and start choosing. When you get irritated, your body isn't sabotaging you. It's trying to protect you. It thinks there's a threat. That's why your breathing shortens, your focus narrows, your energy shifts. But here's the mistake. You interpret this state as truth, and you start acting from it. So you don't just feel it, you become it. But there is another way to observe without merging. There is a part of you that notices. It doesn't react. It observes. When you say, "I am feeling irritated," you've already created distance. Now it's no longer, "I am anger." It becomes, "There is anger happening in me." And that changes everything, because the observer doesn't enter the chaos. It watches, and from there, you can choose. Now something even deeper. Anger is rarely what it seems. It's a layer, a shield. Underneath, there is almost always frustration, fear, a sense of unworthiness, unexpressed pain. Anger is just the guard at the door. It speaks loudly to protect something vulnerable. When you respond only to anger, you miss the root. But when you see what's underneath, something shifts. Your brain learns through repetition. This is neuroplasticity. Every time you observe instead of react, pause instead of explode, choose instead of automate, you are creating a new pathway. At first, it feels strange, then easier, then natural, until one day, the same situation happens, and you don't react the same way, and you realize something changed. Maybe this is the hardest shift and the most freeing. People are not irritating you. They are revealing something in you. And when you understand this, something reorganizes inside. You stop fighting the other and start understanding yourself. And interestingly, the more you understand, the less you react. There is a place within you that no one touches. No opinion, no criticism, no external behavior. A silent center, stable. When you learn to return to that place, the world can remain chaotic, but you don't have to follow it. Today, you don't need to change everything. You just need to realize one thing. You are not what happens, nor what you feel in the impulse. You are the one who observes, and the one who decides after. Next time something hits you, don't react. Notice, let the 90 seconds pass, and then choose. If this made sense to you, comment, "I choose peace," not as a phrase, but as an internal position. Because in the end, it's not about never feeling anger. It's about never being controlled by it again. And maybe for the first time, your peace no longer depends on anyone else. Today you realize that your mind responds to what you repeat, and that the teachings of Jesus aren't just inspiration, they are direction for your consciousness. They shape maturity, they build discernment, they develop a stable mind, one that isn't dependent on circumstances. But transformation doesn't happen just because you understand something. It begins with a decision, and it's solidified through small actions, repeated every single day. A video can awaken you, but consistency is what rewires you. That's how the mind is reprogrammed. That's how emotional independence is formed. That's how you move out of internal scarcity and begin to live with clarity, stability, and abundance of awareness. And from that abundance comes a lighter life, more inwardly prosperous, less controlled by fear, more aligned with purpose. Now here's the turning point. If you leave this moment and change nothing, your mind will keep reinforcing yesterday's pathways. And yesterday's pathways produce yesterday's results. But if you begin today, even with one simple step, a new structure starts to form. What you do in the next 24 hours begins shaping the direction of the next few months. If you want to step out of the anxiety cycle, if you want to anchor your mind in truth daily and build a life that feels steady, light, and inwardly prosperous, I've organized a practical path to help you do exactly that. This isn't about more information. It's about training. It's about guided consistency. It's about intentionally rewiring your mind. If something in you resonated with this, don't ignore that pull. If you feel ready to go deeper, access is available through the link in the description. Not because you need to buy something, but because this might be the moment you choose to begin differently. It's a next step, but it could be the beginning of an entirely new internal foundation.